Hey divas, here I am with another little dolly video, and as you can see here, I've got the very divalicious, very gorgeous Dress To Impress Stardust Softie doll. Really incredibly happy that I have this diva. I literally got her already like thrice in like mini form and like the little blind packages. I literally gave the third one away, but like I still have two of them because I don't know. I thought three was excessive, but like two was, definitely really cute to me because this is just like a really pretty design anyways, and I overall just like love how current and like fresh everything looks and like how modern and like very like while also being very like early 2000s inspired and like just inspired by other clothing eras in general. But here we have the gorgeous window into the divalicious like box and whatnot. Got this little blue background, or runway background I mean. And then we have the little trading card displayed. And we just have this gorgeous like bubblegum pink graphic design. The two little curtains over here with the official digital Roblox item included, as well as all of the extra little clip art that it has and all the stuff that it says that it comes with. And we have the very gorgeous box art right over here. It's honestly kind of giving Pink Panthers and Tyler a little bit. But I really love this face. Moving on to the side, we just have the logo and we have more clip art and whatnot. And then we have the incredibly gorgeous like stock photos and like just like rest of the picture of her, a little full body picture. And we have a tiny little Polaroid right over here, as well as her little like social media timeline. And then it just says Stardust Softie. Stardust Softie is the embodiment of an old soul and a retro lover. Growing up, she was always fascinated with the style and chic of the 80s. This passion greatly influenced her decision to become a fashion designer. Her two favorite hobbies in the world are sewing and astronomy. When she was younger, her parents bought her a telescope for her birthday, sparking a love for our solar system and the stars. Friends often describe her as determined, thoughtful, and wise. Oh my goodness. Okay, little astronomer. I actually really love that for her. It low-key makes me want to like make a telescope for her, honestly, but like that's her little text, and like here we have, like I said, everything on the back of the box. Very cutesy, very glam. And like I said before, you can just tell that these dolls are like very inspired by like different like fashion eras, you know what I mean? I mean, case in point with Miss Bubblegum Gal and like this diva over here. But like, yeah, in the next part we're just gonna get this diva out of the box. Oh, but if you didn't know, the company that makes this is Fat Mojo Toys, and they're honestly slaying with these. But yeah, the next clip she's gonna be out of the box. Divalicious baddie out of her box, and the first impressions are honestly really great. Honestly, the best for any other doll line that like I've ever reviewed ever. Everything from head to toe on her is like just incredibly peak, and it's just like the designers knew damn well what was like gonna be trendy and fashionable and what was gonna look good on these divas. But I'm getting a little bit too ahead of myself right now. Starting off from the tip top of her head, as you can see, she's kind of got these kind of like copperish brown like little like dreadlocks, and she's got this very gorgeous kind of like olive skin tone, as well as this very cute little like star bow accessory right at the top of her head, kind of transparent blue and like this kind of like purplish pink color. And she's got on these little hoop earrings that are like a pinkish purple, as well as this little heart chain necklace that matches the same color. And she's got a like center part right over here. And moving on to her eyebrows really quickly, they are honestly the most like cuntiest thing about her. They're so sculpted, they look very modern, and she looks like she's got like really like defined details in them, honestly. And then we got this like really glamorous makeup look. It just seems to be this like purple smoky eye layered like underneath this like pink winged graphic liner. And then on the actual lid, it's like this kind of like blue color, I believe, like a really dark blue, and it goes along like her whole eye. And on the inner corner, she's just got this little shimmery white tone, and she's got these very defined like diva dolly lashes on both the top and bottom, as well as these little like bright beams in her eyes, like little star shines. And then her actual like eye color is this like really deep, dark, kind of like bluish green, if I'm not mistaken. It's kind of the same tone as that blue all over her eyes and whatnot for her eyeshadow. And then she's got this very, very cute and tiny little beauty mark on her nose. And moving on to that blush, she's just got on this kind of like fuchsia blush, as well as like a little bit of highlighter that you can see on her cheekbones. And moving on to these lips, she's just got these kind of like tomato red lips, and they kind of have like a little bit of an ombre thing going on. They're very, very cute, and I do think that this sculpt of their faces is like honestly like peak, you know what I mean? Like, we haven't seen such a new like doll mold in like forever. I feel like a lot of these dolls look the same, but Dress To Impress really came to like serve you bimbo Botox filler, you know, realness, and I'm kind of here for it. Moving on to this gorgeous outfit. She's got on this like really like short, almost like bodycon dress in like multiple different colors. She looks like a vape. That's not a bad thing though. And she's just got this kind of like sheer iridescent like wrap like right along her waist, as well as these little pale pink arm warmers that are very fuzzy. And she's wearing these leg warmers that are fuzzy and matching the same colors, you know, her arm warmers. And moving on to this very divalicious purse. It's just this yellow star purse with these blue little like ruffle bows on it and another pink star in it. And the strap seems to be just like a regular like chain, I guess. And it's like all yellow. And these shoes are incredibly perfect too. They're just these really chunky wedged like almost snow looking boots with like, I guess, white fur trim at the top of it and these white laces. And these are honestly giving like Monster High G1 in my opinion a little bit. And she is a fully articulated diva. So she can pose at the head, the shoulders, the elbows, the wrists, the knees, and whatnot. And overall, I think this like hair blend is like really, really neat. And I tried my hardest to be very careful, like unboxing her and whatnot, just to like not pull on like the little dreadlocks and twists. But overall, she's got like a very, very full head of hair. Like, these dolls come with like a lot of hair and whatnot. And it's just like in this really neat like half up, half down style, honestly. I really, really do like the card that she comes with too. It's very pretty. And she comes with that little virtual code right there. And that card is just this like kind of holographic like aluminum foil looking like almost like mock Pokemon card type beat. And I believe on the back of it, she's just got this little Stardust softie like identification. But yeah, overall I think this diva is like one of the strongest designs of like any dolls that I've seen recently. And her colors are just very pleasing to the eye. And like I know like on the box it said that it was giving like, I guess 80s like retro inspiration for her, but like if you ask me, this still looks pretty like modern. She honestly looks like she's going to a rave or something, or like, you know, some really, really like glammed up party. But I really, really do overall love the way that she looks. And like Dress To Impress in general just like knows how to go out there and like design dolls that are like very, very pretty and like on trend anyways. So, you know, I would really expect nothing less. I forgot to mention before, but this diva has like a multicolor pattern on her dress. It's just this kind of like very shiny like pink tone with the like turquoise mixed in with the lime green and a little bit of a dark green. Kind of just like all over the dress. And like this is how her twists look up close, if anybody was wondering. They're very, very soft feeling, although I'm not sure what kind of like hair fiber they're made out of like quite yet. So hopefully somebody can let me know in the comments, because I'm not sure what hair type this is, but it's really soft anyways. And this little iridescent thing is just like made out of a like mesh material, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, overall this diva didn't really come with anything other than the little virtual prize. So yeah, y'all. Hope y'all liked the little video. I know it was a little short, but like these divas are really like straightforward to the point. There's no surprise gimmick. There's, you know, you don't have to dress them. They're kind of just like straight up given to you the way that they are in the box, which is really nice for a change. So I feel like every toy these days is like a surprise or like trying to be a blind box or whatever. But like, yeah, hope y'all divas liked that little video, and I will see you in the next one. Bye y'all. Stay safe.